Well, I mean, first thing is we're mainly personal fundraising on GoFundMe, but on charities, about 20% of the fundraisers on GoFundMe are for charitable organizations, and about 80% are for individuals, either the person themselves or someone that they know and love in their family. On the charities, I think what you're talking about is sort of the overhead ratio, and it can vary. Sometimes investing a lot in the thing that the charity is doing to make it more effective in the field can be quite effective. So sometimes that number is a good guide. Other times it may not be. They might be, the Gates Foundation, for instance, invests a lot and then has a tremendous impact. So it's sort of a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, and I'll move on, but I mentioned a terrible story of a hospice I knew that had 8 rooms before they had a major fundraising. They raised a vast amount of money. They put in brand new offices, loads of new staff, higher paid staff as well, and they still had 8 rooms after the fundraising. And I think sometimes they get it a bit wrong. That is not what you're here to talk about as well. You're here to talk about GoFundMe as well. So you said 80% of it is individuals raising money for other stuff. Just talk us through that a little bit, because I think some of us might be surprised about the kind of things that people are raising money for.
It's really the span of life. A lot of issues around people facing medical issues, where they may have their primary care covered, in this case by the NHS here, but there may be adjacent costs like the family travelling to visit them or supplementary services that they need. That's a significant part of it, but it's also all aspects of life, like going to university and needing some help to buy the books, or supporting your local art centre, or supporting even a local business that's trying to get off the ground.
It's extraordinary. In the 21st century, I mean, it's an amazing evolution, and it's probably not all bad, but it just seems to be extraordinary that individuals have got to go cap in hand to strangers for all of these kind of necessities.
Well, here's the big thing. It isn't actually to strangers. What it really is we all need help in our lives, and we like to help each other. And most of the fundraising is the people that you know. So most of the people who set up a fundraiser, the vast majority of donations, 80+%, come from their family, their friends, the people in the community who know them, care for them, or in many cases love them. The minority are actually pure strangers.
Is that true when it comes to big news events? For instance, ones that capture the headlines where people want to do something about it, they don't know how to do anything about it, they don't know how to express how they feel upset, disappointed, distressed, but the only way they seem to be able to express it is by giving money. Is this the exception?
That happens, and let's take the recent, the terrible riots in the north after the Southport murders. You did see a lot of fundraisers. An example was a fundraiser for the Liverpool Library that was damaged, which raised £250,000. And that's an example of where it's gone well beyond friends, family. It's a community reaching out saying, it's terrible this happened, we want to help, here's how we can help. So yes, and obviously the ones covered by the news are typically the ones that have become bigger, but the day in, day out is very sort of local, family, friends helping one another. They already know each other. And this is a great way to make that process of helping much easier.